Hey guys and girls, and welcome to a very special video. As you can see, I'm on board a train and I'm heading for the London Gaming Market. I'm really looking forward to today because it's the first time I've been to the London Gaming Market, and I believe this is the third event, so yeah, third time's a charm, as they say. And you know, I've got enough to keep myself occupied on the train because I've got the Master System book. Oh yes. And you know, if I finish reading that, which is unlikely to happen, but if I do, I've also got my DS with me, loaded with Metroid Fusion. Oh yes. So looking forward to playing that as well. And also I've got my 3DS as well on me, but that's more for Street Pass hits and what have you. So yeah, I'll see you there. Alright guys, we're outside the Royal National Hotel where the London Gaming Market will be hosted, and you can just about see a queue there behind this taxi cab for the London Gaming Market. So let's get inside. So we have arrived inside the London Gaming Market, and as you can see, it's pretty packed already, and it's literally opened about 10 minutes ago. So it's going to be a hell of a task trying to get some good stuff, but we're going to do it. Alright, we've got Mortal Kombat 2 here for the Sega Saturn. I've been after this for a while, but I don't know how much they want for it yet, so let's have a look. 25, okay, not bad. I've seen that go for roughly the same amount on Amazon and eBay, so might come back to that one. It's quite a nice stall. We've got loads of games. Got some really nice import games here. I can see myself coming back to this stall when it's a little quieter. There's some really nice deals on Japanese Sega Saturn games as well, so yeah. Some other games over that way. Alright guys, it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 hours after opening, and I've bought myself quite a few bits and pieces. You guys don't get to see that just yet. However, I did bring my 3DS with me, and we've got ourselves a few Street Pass hits, so let's see who's on there, just for a laugh, eh? There's some Street Pass hits going on here. We got 10, hardly surprising. Let's see who we got. We got Abby from Poland. Hello Abby from Poland. No map there apparently. She likes dogs. Adrian from the US. He said NTSC-UKers. Who have we got now? Hey Thomas from Scotland. I'm not wearing a hat. Let's move out of the way from the glare. Oh wow, that must be a good game. Hey Jack from Luxembourg. Apparently you have no map. This DS is racist. Ipuna is awesome. Yeah, apparently. Who else we got now? Sweenster from England. Feeling retro. Well, when you have an event like this, you can't help but feel retro. Got a few people left to go. Grey Girl from England. Tea time. Pokemon Wide. Charlie from England. What's up? I'm at the London Gaming Market. That's what's up. Likes cats. It's good. Adrian, whee! Have to give me, my camera didn't focus on the DS when I put it in front of it. 3DS for life. I wonder if he'll still say that when Year Next comes out. Oscar Toyland 2, Virtual Playground, okay, never heard of that. Alex Kinch. Street Pass Reading, or Reading. I'm assuming that says Reading, which is in Berkshire. Oh, excuse me, Berkshire, not Berkshire. What am I on about? To be a celebrity. And good luck on your adventure. 45. Ooh, we got a Dutch girl. Nice to meet you too. Hey, listen. Yeah, alright. We've been playing Kirby Planet Robobots. Okay, yeah, I've been meaning to get hold of that actually. So anyone who's played it will know what it's like. Right. Well, that's been Street Pass hits for now. I mean, I've done Street Pass Quest 1 and 2, so I've got no real reason to invite them to that game anymore. But I should get some more of the other Street Pass games. So yeah, London Gaming Market so far. Alright guys, it's now the Monday, the day after the London Gaming Market, and I am absolutely refreshed and I'm ready to show you guys what I got. So here we go. First up, we got ourselves a Sega Saturn light gun, and I think if the camera will pick it up, there we are, £8 for that. Now I was umming and ahhing about this particular light gun. Then I went to another stall nearby, and they had about 4 of these, and they were selling them for 10 quid each. So I thought to myself, yeah, I could save 2 quid by buying this one for £8. So I said to the guys on the stall with the other ones, the 4 guns, and I said to them, yeah, that's all right, that's not too bad, I'll be back in a little while. Yeah, I never came back. I got this one instead. I don't know if it works yet, so it's going to be interesting to find out. Hopefully it does. That's that. Actually, I'll put that down there, so I've got quite a bit to put on that table. There we are. Right. Okay, next up, got ourselves a couple of loose carts with another interesting story behind each one of these. First one is Super Mario Brothers for the, I was about to say the Super Famicom then, for the Famicom. Now this, as you can see, only cost me, hang on, it's not going to focus. Come on, focus. Focus, you bastard. Yeah, it's not going to focus, is it? No. Oh, there we go. Yeah, right. Yeah, it cost me a £5. There were 2 Mario Brothers cartridges on the same table actually, and the other one was 8 quid for whatever reason, so yeah, I took advantage of that and I've got that for a £5. Nice. Second one is a Super Famicom cartridge, and that is Puyo Puyo. I already have Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but it's nice to have an original copy of Puyo Puyo. This was on our stall, and this was in a box of loose carts, and I thought, you know, because they had a 2 for 10 deal, this was it 2 for 10? Maybe, was it 2? I know it was 3 for 10. I think it was. It was a good deal anyway for 3 cartridges, but they were just like sports games: football, baseball, horse racing, just in general. And I didn't really feel like getting any one of those sort of titles. I mean, they're the sort of titles that people, you know, don't want anymore. That's why they're so cheap. But Puyo Puyo, definitely quite pleased I got that. Right, next up we got ourselves a couple of Mega Drive games. Been reasonably priced, you know, they could be better, but they could have been a hell of a lot worse. First one is Afterburner 2. I don't know if I've actually played Afterburner 2. I played Afterburner 1, and this was 12 quid. And it's in really good condition. You know, it's got its manual and cartridge, so that's always a good thing. I'm not chuckling for a particular reason, guys. Right, the second game is Bubsy 2. Oh yeah, you know you're all about the Bubsy. Well, at least the 2D Bubsies anyway. Yeah, this was 12 quid as well. So I'm denied about this one, and I very nearly forgot about it. But then I went back to the same store that had this, and this was one of the last things I bought. So, and even though the box is a pain in the ass to open, it actually does come with the book and the cartridge. Although I'm going to have to apply some glue to the cartridge because the corner of the label there, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's coming off slightly, so I'm just going to have to glue that back on. Which is fine, you know, I'm not that picky when it comes to the quality of my cartridges, you know, it's got a little nick in the corner maybe, I'm like, oh, I'm not buying that. Right, so that's that. Right, next up I've got a couple of Sega Saturn games. I'm denied about a lot of Sega Saturn games, I don't mind telling you. But I picked out these two. First one is Virtua Cop 1. You can see the camera glare and the reflection of the car in the thing. There we go. Right, Virtua Cop 1. I've got like 2 copies of Virtua Cop 2, mainly because one's a standalone copy, and one came in with Sega Smash Pack for the Sega Dreamcast, so that's why I have 2 copies of Virtua Cop 2, but I don't have Virtua Cop 1. And it was 9 quid, so you know, it's cheap for a Sega Saturn game, so I thought why not? And, you know, I got the light gun for it, so that's a good thing. And second game, which also requires the light gun, is Die Hard Trilogy. Oh yeah. I've been umming and ahhing about getting this for the longest time, and that was amplified a couple of months ago. I think it was a couple of months ago anyway, when Retro Gamer made a feature about Die Hard Trilogy. And I can't remember how much this cost me. I think this was, oh yeah, this was 8 quid, and this was on the same stall as Virtua Cop, and they had the Japanese version for 14 quid. And I'm denied about the 2 of them, and here's the reason why. Now, I bought this about a year ago, I think it was April time, and I couldn't remember if I told you guys about this or not, and I finally concluded that I haven't actually told you about this. I've not shown you this guy before. So I think I got it when I was on my, when I was just getting to the start of my hiatus, and that is a Japanese Sega Saturn. Now this is a very special Sega Saturn because first of all this was really cheap. I think the machine itself cost me 10 quid, and I think postage and packing cost me a further 10 quid, but take a look. It has the black Western Sega Saturn lid. Now to be fair, I actually put this on myself because I inadvertently broke my European Sega Saturn by trying to modify it further and being unsuccessful and subsequently killing the poor machine, which is, I do regret that, but now that I've got this I no longer have that regret. But however, I'm actually quite glad I kept the broken machine because it meant that I could put this lid onto this Sega Saturn, because this was sold as junk, which generally means it may work, it might not work, that's up to you to take a chance. And that was literally all that was wrong with it. It was just the lid was missing. This thing works a beauty. And the reason why I ummed and ahed about getting Die Hard Trilogy was, for some reason, I had a complete mind blank and wondered if this would actually work properly on a Japanese Sega Saturn. Completely, you know, disregarding the fact that I've been playing Resident Evil on there. So yeah, and I've tried it out, which is why it's not in a wrapper or anything like that. I tried it out and it works. So yeah, £8 well spent that was, versus 14 quid to be sure that it would work on that. Alright, next up I've got myself 4, count them, 4, oh yeah, sorry guys, I don't mean to patronise you, 4 Mega CD games. Now, they're not, actually no, technically 5. I think you guys probably know what that means. Yeah. Actually, no, it's technically more games, but it's 4 Mega CD cases, let's put it that way. Because 2 of them are collections. Right, so yeah, first one is the Soul Feast and Cobra Command double pack. That was a £5. Second one was the Sega Classics collection. That was a £10. Yeah, Sega Classics collection, that was a £10. I don't know where else I was going with that. Road Avenger, a £5. Naturally, it's worth that much. And lastly, Tomcat Alley, also a £5. Now that takes it up to 25. Yeah, it was 25. I was looking at these actually, and I was umming and ahhing about all of them. And I was thinking, do I want this one? Do I want this one? I want this one, but do I want this one as well? I was definitely looking at. Initially, I was just going to get a Soul Feast and a Sega Classics collection, but then the guy who was on the stand, he told me if I wanted to grab hold of the other 2 games, he would just literally charge me 20 quid for the lot. And I was like, alright then. £20 for essentially a lot of games for the Mega CD. You know, you've got 2 games there, you've got 5 games here, 7, 8, 9 games. So that's really good. His main reason actually for wanting to get rid of all of these was literally that. He just wanted to get rid of them. And he called me a legend because of it. And I was like, that's not too bad, because my Mega CD collection is bulking out anyway. Because I've only got like 4 games for it at the minute. Well, a lot more than that now. So that was pretty good. And and there was a Joker actually on another stall in another corner somewhere. I think he just had... he definitely had Road Avenger. And he had some other Mega CD game which was practically worthless. And he was selling them at 10 quid a pop. And I just thought to myself, yeah, right mate, you ain't selling them. You can get these for a £5 on eBay easy. That's that, and I'm really glad I held out on that actually, because that means I got them. Alright, next up, it's not a Dreamcast game, but more a Dreamcast demo. Sonic Adventure 2 The Trial. Now this didn't actually come in a case, it just came with the cover and the disc. That's literally all it came with. It didn't have a price on it, so I asked the guy how much it was. I was expecting him to say like a tenner, and I was going to think to myself, yeah, fuck off mate. But no, it was actually £2.50, and I thought, I'll have that, you know, I got some change on me, so why not? So I originally thought this was going to be for the Japanese Dreamcast, but as you guys can see at the bottom, or at least I hope you can see at the bottom, if it will focus, it's not going to focus again. Oh, there we go, I should be able to make it out. Yeah, it's got the PAL E mark on the bottom of the disc, so it's for the PAL machine, but it doesn't really matter because I think it's this one. Well, one of these 2 is the universal one, so yeah, that's that. Sonic Adventure 2 demo. I don't think that's going to be worth that much anyway, so that's that. And this is the last batch of games that I've bought, but I've got one more item left to show you after this, and a bunch of PlayStation games. I might also show these 2 off straight away, at once, because they're practically the same game. Ridge Racer and Ridge Racer Revolution. Both for a £5. These 2 games, along with Rage Racer, are realistically the only proper Ridge Racers that I don't own. And for a £5, I thought to myself, yeah, why not? I mean, you can obviously see that they've got their instructions. And the discs, you know, they're not in bad condition actually. They've been looked after. Naturally, they've got the natural surface marks from regular use, but they're in really good condition. I mean, you've got a crack on the front of the case here, but this is just an ordinary jewel case. They could be replaced, you know, easily. They're like 10 a penny. Right, next game. I'm quite surprised I found this game actually, because I think it was literally a month before, without thinking that I was able to go to the London Gaming Market, I was thinking to myself, I really need this game because I got the English version, or either the PAL version, but I'd like to have the Japanese version just to complete the Japanese trilogy, and that is Gun Bullets, aka Point Blank 1. I was actually quite chuffed about it. I didn't buy this straight away when I first picked it up because I first saw this towards the start of the day, and I really wanted to pace myself. And so I actually bought, this was one of the last games I bought along with Bugsy 2, excuse me, and it was only a tenner. So, you know, it's in really good condition. It's still got its spine card, and I just nearly dropped it there. So I'm quite chuffed about that, actually. So I've now got Gun Bullet, Gun Ball, and Gun Ballina, Point Blanks 1, 2, and 3. Right, and the final game, which I was quite chuffed to find, actually, and it was reasonably cheap, it was £7, was Project Crisis, Time Crisis Project Titan. I remember playing the demo of this way back when official PlayStation magazine was out, you know, and they had their cover demo discs, and I played the demo of that, and I thought it was alright, you know, pretty good game, you know, decent Time Crisis game, and you know, got the manual inside, and pretty good condition discs, and for £7 I was like, yeah, alright, why not? I mean, the front's a little tatty, but that's just literally on the front of the case, so I could just clean that up easily. So that's it for the games. I do have one more thing to show you guys. It's a little something I've been after for a while now, because my old one just finally died through wear and tear and overuse. And I saw this and I thought to myself, ooh, that looks nice. And it's the same make, but it's just a slightly different stick. It's a really nice stick as well. And the fact that I've just said stick, I've just given it a fucking way. And there it is. It's the Hori Fighting Hori Fighting Stick PS. I'm seeing it in reverse on the camera viewfinder. And it's a really nice stick. It's sort of like a better version, shall we say, of the Mad Catz, not the tournament edition fight stick, but the smaller ones you can get that aren't quite a good build, but they're good enough, especially if you modify them. And initially I wasn't going to get this because I didn't think it was going to be cheap, you know, I thought it was going to be something like 50-60 quid, but it didn't actually have a price on it. So I asked the guy, you know, how much is this? He went away to find the stall boss, shall we say, and I was thinking to myself, please be somewhere around 30, please be somewhere around 30, and he come back and he said 30 quid. I'm like, yep, I'll have it, give it here. So yeah, that's the stick there. It's actually it's not bad, you know, very responsive, very clicky. You can probably see there, it's, you know, it's got signs of, you know, use and battery. But on the whole, it's actually a really nice stick. And the good thing about it is, because it's PlayStation, I can actually use it on the PlayStation 3, because I have a USB attachment for it. And luckily, the PlayStation 3 recognises it as an official PlayStation controller, so I don't have any problems using it at all. There we go. Right there. Lovely. So I actually thought you know, this was a little problematic, because I played Super Street Fighter 4 with it, and I was, you know, getting like half a second input delay, and I thought, oh no, don't tell me this sold me a dodgy stick. But then I remembered the connection itself wasn't that great, so I went into training mode, played around with it, and yeah, it's responsive. The only thing I don't like about it is that it has the square gate, and I don't like square gates. I prefer either a circle plate or the octagon gate, which is what I'm actually going to get for it. So yeah, that's my London Gaming Market haul. I had an absolute spectacular time. Looking forward to the next one. So yeah, until all of that lovely stuff happens, and until next time, take care of yourselves, guys, and thanks for watching.